Alright, Drumble here with another Detroit Lions video. Who is ready for week 2 of the NFL season? What a game it was against those San Francisco 49ers in Detroit. It went about as expected. The 49ers did end up winning. The game was a lot crazier than I thought it was going to be, especially there in the end of the fourth quarter. I think what we really saw was, the 49ers really got lax with the lead they had. And from the Lions end, they just didn't quit. And that's what you want to see. To the last whistle, to the last second on that clock clicks off, you want to keep playing. And they played hard, and, they showed some heart even in defeat. But as we all saw, the 49ers were the superior team, and congrats to them and good luck to that team going forward. I think they'll do some damage in the playoffs. But on back to the Lions and on to week 2, we've got those Green Bay Packers. Packers had suffered a pretty rough loss there against the New Orleans Saints. It was actually a home game for the New Orleans, but they played in Jacksonville, so it was basically an away game for both teams. And I think what we really saw from Green Bay, especially from an offensive standpoint, they were really just not in sync. Rodgers was not in sync with his receivers. He was doing some really uncharacteristic things yesterday. The jumping up and throwing, it's not usually something we see out of Rodgers. And I think that's what happens with the whole off-season thing. He wasn't there, prepping with the guys. So I think for these first couple games from Green Bay standpoint, we're going to see this is basically like a preseason for them. So I think it's going to take a while before we really see that offense really take stride like we saw last year with the whole MVP season Rodgers put on display. So we'll see if they can get back to that form. But here in week 2... I'm hoping as a Lions fan we don't see that just yet. Green Bay, just hold off, I would like to have a chance in this game. But like I said, this is week 2, and it is a primetime game in Green Bay on Monday night. I can't say I'm looking too forward to this. We don't typically do too well against the Packers in prime time, so maybe we can change this up a little bit. Rodgers isn't quite feeling it right now, with the whole offseason. Maybe they had some bad, they'll have some bad lunch or bad drinking. Hopefully we come in with the Lucky Charms and the Lions can still win in Monday night. But regardless of all of my fantasies in my head, let's get on to the real thing on this game. Green Bay still has a great defense. I like what I saw from them in the early stages of the last week's game. I think what you saw with Green Bay's defense, especially late, is, they started getting gassed because Green Bay's offense just couldn't stay on the field. So, going into this game, I think, like I said with the 49ers game, I think the Lions want to try and establish the run so they can set up the pass. I think that's, like I was saying, that's where Goff works best. So when you get that run game, get the little play actions, maybe we can try and hit something deep. I know we don't really have any major deep threats. Even our receivers, we don't have any stars out there, but this is where in this kind of situation stars can be made. I think Cephas can definitely make some plays, and I think we definitely need to build up some plays for Hawkinson. I think he can definitely get us some good yards and maybe some points out there as when we get down in the red zone. He can definitely pose a matchup if he takes two defenders. We can actually get some matchups on some one-on-ones that could work out for us, but like I said, Green Bay defensively is definitely going to be tough, and I am a little bit worried about their rush, but, our O-line didn't play too bad. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping we can get a run game going. If we're not able to establish the run, I think it's just going to be another rough outing, so we need to try and build a run, whether it be like kickouts or maybe in some short passes, just to set it up and get the Green Bay defense out a little bit wide so everything's not enclosed in, because we don't want to play the Packers like that. And on his defense against the Packers offense, I think the game plan for the Detroit Lions should be, try and bring some pressure, and while you're trying to get to the quarterback, stuff those run holes so you can just keep everything nice and tight. And obviously we want to have a little bit of safety help on Devontae Adams. That's a guy to always watch. They've got other guys around the field that can make plays, and we'll definitely want to try and keep Rodgers contained. I'm not sure how rusty he'll be in this week 2. Like I said, it might be a couple week or two before we see this Packer offense at its full strength. But even with all of that said, I honestly still got the Packers, but I think it will be a close game. I do feel it will be close, but primetime Packers at home, and after an ugly loss like that, I feel like that team is going to come out angry. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to want redemption after what happened to them in week 1. And unfortunately, we just happen to be on the menu, us Detroit Lions. But, hey, like I said, Hopefully Rodgers in that offense, they're still feeling a little bit jittery, not being there for the full off season. Hopefully a couple throws go, the wind blows, we get a couple hands in those Honolulu Blue jersey hands, and we maybe a pick six here, maybe a fumble off of I don't know, just something magical. I just want to get a W against these Packers. I don't see it happening, but I think it will be a good game. I got the Green Bay Packers in a close one. I'd probably say anywhere from 3 to 7 points, maybe 10. Maybe the Packers kick a late field goal in there. But I wouldn't count the Lions out of this. This could be an upset, but I'm not going to call it from what I've seen from both teams. And I feel like the strong point for the Packers right now is their defense. And honestly, I just don't see the Lions doing enough to overcome whatever's going on with the Packers offense. I think they'll be able to make some plays against our defense. I'm not feeling the defense right now, and defensively for the Packers, they're still pretty strong there. I mean, they did get overshadowed. I know they got blown out, but like I said, that defense was on the field far too long in that Week 1 matchup. So, yeah, I got the Packers winning this one. Unfortunately, I have my Detroit Lions going 0-2. Tell me your thoughts, Lions fans, Packer fans alike, other NFL fans. What do you guys think of Week 1 for both these squads, and what do you think is going to happen in this game? And go Lions, and I'll see you guys next week.